that you have. So now let's talk about the day and night strong Rashis. So some Rashis are strong and vigorous during the day and some are so at night. So beginning from Aries, the first Rashi ruled by each planet is always the night strong Rashi. And the second Rashi ruled by each Graha is a day strong Rashi. And the sun and moon, they are taken as a pair, right? So that means the first of their Rashis, is going to be night strong and the second one is day strong, okay? So this means that when we start from Aries and go around the zodiac, we get Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius and Capricorn as the night strong Rashis. They are the first Rashis of each planet as we go around the zodiac. Aries is the first Rashi of Mars, Taurus is the first Rashi of Venus, Gemini is the first Rashi of Mercury, Cancer is the first Rashi of the two luminous planets, right, that are taken as a pair. Sagittarius is the first Rashi of Jupiter and Capricorn is the first Rashi of Saturn. And all the remaining signs are the second Rashis of the planets, and they're the day strong Rashis, right? They're Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Pisces. So now these day and night strong Rashis, they actually have a practical application. So let's say you want to do something specifically during the night. Something is just meant to be at night, let's say a nightclub, okay? And you're looking for a time when you actually open that nightclub. Then you need to look for a muhurta where there's a lagna with a night strong Rashi. Right? Let's say you want to open a milk tea shop, that is of course only done during the day. Then you're looking for a day strong Rashi as the lagna. If you want to sell solar panels and you're looking for a day and a time to start your business, then you need a day strong lagna. So anything that's really better done at night, you want to start that under a night strong Rashi, and anything that's better done during the day, that you have to do it during the day because the sun is there for your solar panels and you want to open a business, then you need that day strong Rashi, let's say in the muhurta as a lagna, right? So this is one use of those Rashis. The other one is that in our daily life you will find that people who have got their sun, moon and ascendant in night strong Rashis, they tend to be more active at night. Right? This is the time for them where their mind just starts to work better. Right? If those self factors are in day strong Rashis, then people tend to be more active during the day. Right? And those night and day strong Rashis, they really show when the energy of that sign rises or falls. Right? And planets in night strong Rashis, they're just going to be a lot more active at night. And the planets in day strong Rashis, they will be more active during the day. So if you want to see why somebody just can't sleep, at night, then look at their night strong Rashis and see if they have planets in them, especially the sun, moon, and ascendant. And that might explain, why they can't sleep at night. Right? Of course, we also have to look at the conditions of those planets to see how well they are placed and how they ultimately are, and how these people actually spend their time. Right? A person might stay up all night and not get anything done, or they can be very active at night and do amazing things, right? So planets in good dignities and good avashtas in those night strong Rashis, this shows people who actually get a lot of good quality work done during the night, okay? It doesn't mean that they stay up all night. But whatever happens at night for them is gonna be just a better experience for them just in general, right? And even, once they go to sleep, they will also have a better sleep as well. And the planets in day-strong Rashis, in good dignities and Avashtas, these are, the things that they do during the day will be more productive as a result of having those planets in those day-strong Rashis, right? If there's afflicted planets in the day-strong Rashis, then they will have obviously more problems and difficulties with whatever happens during the day. And in the same way, if the afflicted planets on the night-strong Rashis, then of course, then they're gonna deal with all the stress at night. Now, another thing that we can say about these Rashis is that the day is associated with work and movement, and night is associated with rest and contemplation. So people with lots of night-strong Rashis, they tend to churn their thoughts more, right? They think about their ideas, they contemplate, and they just have a much more, you could say, pronounced imagination, okay? Just imagine the time when there was no electricity, and, at nighttime, it just gets dark, right? And it was a natural time of reflection and thinking about life and for perhaps planning for the next day, right? Whereas the Rashi is strong during the day, they focus on the implementation of those plans and goals, right? It's daytime, we're busy, we're working, we're doing so many things, right? It's the time to really concretely make something happen. So when we have when we have sort of strong Rashis, right? And we have a much more practical approach in our life, right? And we might spend a little time on contemplation and research and, thinking about all sorts of things, right? We just want to get things done and we sort of pursue those concrete goals in our life. Now, another way that we can actually look at these day and night strong Rashis is if there are certain things that require light and other things that actually don't require light, right? There is professions, for example, that don't require light. Right? So let's say professions that are based on touch, right? Let's say you want to get a massage. That is primarily based on touch, right? The best massage therapists, they are those that simply through touching, right, they know what is actually wrong with your body, okay? And so a person who has healthy planets in those night strong Rashis might likely be a better person to go for massage than someone who has got good planets in those day strong Rashis, right? Because even without seeing you, simply through touching, they know everything that's going on with your body and they can give you the best massage. So let's say a person wants to become a doctor of some sort, right? If they have planets in night strong Rashis, they may resort to something that is tactual, right? If the person has day-strong Rashis, it will be something different and require more of a visual observation, like the person who is a dentist, right? They need to have a strong light to see your teeth clearly, right? And so people who have strong day-strong Rashis, if they want to be doctor, then somehow or another their healing needs more light. So you just want to keep in mind that there is such a thing as day and night strong Rashis, and any time that there's a question that has to do with day and night, something that you need to see or something that you don't need to see, then you can look at those signs, right? If someone is asking about a profession that takes place in darkness, such as doing night shifts, then check their night strong Rashis to see if they're good at it or if they like it. Sometimes you might see that a person has most or all of their planets in night-strong Rashis or none in day-strong Rashis, then these people might also even not like the sun, right? Or they are very sensitive to the sun. They might get headaches from the sun. And too much light actually might bother them. And even when they're inside the house, they just maybe want to dim the lights. Or, You might get a person who has most or all of their planets in day-strong Rashis, and they will be, the opposite, right? For them, sunlight is very important. They love the sun, they like their home to be bright, and they might even prefer to dry their clothes when the sun is out.